Hey everyone, welcome to the another back to my channel. So today we'll be diving into the close to my heart and one of the could like pronoun impact of your life, which is the power of gratitude. So we all know it feels like how complaining, like sometimes life throws our curveballs and it's easy to get caught up with like negative things, negative thoughts. But what if I told you there is a simple practice that can shift your perspective the better? So there is a gratitude that comes in. So like a lot of people are think like a gratitude in a different way, which is what is actually gratitude? So gratitude is most and they were saying more than like a saying thank you. So it's like a conscious appreciation for good things in your life, big or small. So it's about recognizing in blessing you have, even though you have like a challenges arises. So like a research shows like the practicing gratitude can lead to like a whole host different benefits, so including like increased happiness, well-being. So grateful people are tend to experience more positive emotion like a joy and contentment. I seen it like one of the Netflix documentaries, like a live till like 100 years, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. And there was like a one of the main thing like people living in Japan, people living in Italy, so certain areas like they live more than 100 years. And the host of the show, like he found out after doing a research for 40 years, the one of the main thing is like people living a longer life is like being grateful of what they have rather than looking someone is like above them, like have like so much abundance. Probably could be like a materialistic thing, money, fame, whatever that may be. So in order to get to like highest level of gratitude, you need to always look for like a things to find like be grateful for, and you always need to look for like someone is below you in terms of like the worldly things they're doing, probably their career path they're achieving, or like they have like more materialistic thing. I'm not saying like you know try for like a success or like try for like more things, more abundance for your life. But I'm just telling you, when you want to be grateful, the only way you can be grateful just looking someone is like have less than you. So less than probably less clothes than you, less food than you, less shelter than you, or like a not better uh person than you, like whatever that may be, like you always look for someone is like a below you, not above you. So when you look through someone is above you, you can always look through how you can improve your skill set, how you can improve the way you think right now. There is opportunity now, so you can get inspired by it, but not necessarily being jealous or like a feeling lack in yourself. So that gonna leads you like all negative thinking, all negative outcomes like you can expect with your life. So it's increasing happiness as well-being is for anyone. It's like a look through like a some kind of whatever experiences you have, and whoever is below you, look through their lives. So you probably now you're thinking like I don't have a Ferrari yet, I don't have like a Bugatti yet, but think about like the car you're driving right now. You can go through like bus stops and see so many people are waiting in this cold weather, raining, whatever that may be, like a really hot weather, and they're just waiting for a bus for hour 2 hours to get to like A to B, and then necessity, right? And with yourself, like you driving like some kind of decent car, but you still feel like you're not grateful. The car is not that perfect, the car is not the newest model, whatever that may be. But when you can look through like a person is like going through the process, is so much you can be grateful for. For example, with my life, about 10, 12 years back, like I didn't had a car and I was just waiting for a train. It took like a 2 hours to get there. Like there was some delay, there was some accident or something like happened. And I was just waiting for like 2 hours in cold weather. It's like a minus 2, 3 degree, and the place was like really open, and all air can come in. And I was just like freezing because I didn't had any gloves or anything like that. But I was like wearing a winter coat, but no gloves. My nose and everything like a froze, and I feel the pain that time. Like after that, like a year or two, I got a car, and the car wasn't that great. The car was like a Nissan Micra 2003 plate, and it was only worth 800-900 pound, 1,000-1,200 dollars. And while I was driving that, everyone laughing at me. The car looked like a bit out of shape. The car is just not that great, like compared to some other people gonna buy BMW, Mercedes, things like that. But I was just driving that car. So everyone around me like making fun of me. But things like when I remember that day, like when I was like nearly freezed to death, and if I had a car, like I would have to wait that long, right? And I was looking through the process like a obviously I'm so grateful that I able to buy this car right now. And those people like still have to go through the process of like waiting for the train, waiting for the bus, or waiting for the taxi, and they have to pay tremendous amount of money on that. So since then, like whatever car I drive, I'm always grateful. At least it's taking me A to B with like a great comfort and things. So it makes it so much when you think like this way, like it makes it so much better. When something happens with my business, when something happens with my career, and I always feel like, oh, I cannot do that, I cannot keep up, I'm gonna give up on my dream. And then it kicks in with like where I'm come from. Like I was working 60, 70 hours a week just to make like £100 a week. It's less than a £2 an hour, like I was earning. So compared to that, like there has a boss that people wasn't nice. They treat you like really, really bad. And now, right now, like if something doesn't go as I expected, shall I be crying about it? Shall I just be ruin my whole day? So when that kicks in, like it gives me the energy, like it can get move forward, and that's the gratefulness comes in. So you always need to look for like so who is like below you, and like how you can move forward with it, and what you appreciate, where you come from, and where you heading to. So if I think about where I come from, like I'm living in the UK right now, but I'm originally from Bangladesh. So moving to first world country from third world country, I can be grateful for so many things. But if I continuously complain, I continuously look for like someone people already making 10, 20, 100 billion a year, and I'm not there yet. And that's like being full myself, like, right? Because I achieved so much, and people are my friend circle. People I know, like they admiring my life. They wants to be in my shoes, like for anything, like any day, like they can take my life, right? To get to where I wanted to be, and people are just starting out. So there's always goes with it, like how we can improve. So another way, which is like improve your physical health as well. So when you are grateful, so what happens is like your gratitude can boost your immune system, so lower blood pressure, even the more better sleep, and that helps you obviously get in more, your brain get more clarity. You can be like a top performance on your field, whatever you do. There's also builds a strong relationship with expressing gratitude to other, strengthening bonds. So when you are grateful, you're always happy, you are content. So when you're happy and content, you try to give to other people, right? You express that happiness to others. Could be materialistic way, could be like the way you talk, the way you behave, that way your energy is. And Ian has resilience as well. So his a grateful mindset can help you to cope with any kind of stress or bounce back from any setback. So obviously you're going to go through this stress or setbacks, but you're not going to be there for a long period of time. So before, like if 20, 30 years back, when I would be stressed out, like I'm there for like a few days, few weeks, sometimes few months. But right now, when I'm stressed out for a day or two. Sometimes happens things as you expected. You planned it for like a 6 month, 1 year, and that didn't go as you expected. And obviously, they're gonna stress you out. They're gonna be like make you mad as well. They're gonna be make you like upset. But with me, like when I do certain things and doesn't go expected, I get really mad and I get really stressed out for a day or two maximum. And after that, I just move on with my life. But before that, I would have probably dwell on that for like a months or probably years. But right now, I'm just gonna keep moving on and see like what I can do in my capability, and rest leave it on the side. So also like how I do that, like I said, like there is a one thing like how you can be grateful for, like a look someone is below you and where you come from, that gives you like a great way, like you can be grateful. And another thing I realized like a couple of years back when I had seriously ill, and my wife told me, why don't you start journaling? And I thought like what's the point of like doing a journaling? And she goes like, give it time, just give it for like a month or two and see how it goes. And I start doing that, and I seen the significant amount of change in me right now. Like right now, like if I have a days like I feel like I'm low in mood, I feel like I'm not that grateful. I look back like a past year, past 2 years, like how my life been on the same particular day. And there is always something I can look forward to. Like at that time, like I probably had something worse than like today. I'm just anticipating. I'm just thinking, and it's not that bad compared to like a last year same time that thing happened. And that is actually true. As of I'm recording this video is 2nd of February 2024, right? And last year same time I was feeling dizzy. I wasn't motivated. I was pushing myself. I'm coming out of serious illness. And that time I wasn't looking forward to anything because I couldn't, because I was seriously ill that time. So right now, if something goes bad today, I can always go back and read through my journal when I read it last year, and I'd be grateful, like a great because last year same time I was in bed. I was serious mess. I was seriously ill. And right now, like I'm so much better. So obviously writing down your journal, like how is it been through, how you felt and everything like that. Just take about 5 minutes each day and write down three things you could be grateful for. For me, like I have like a planner where it's like I written down 30 main things for my life I'm grateful for. And I review that every single morning and every single night before I sleep. So that gives me like so much to grateful for, and that gives me like so many things I have. And as well as like how the day goes by, I write it down with my journal. And always like when I feel low, I always go back and check it. That gives me so much peaceful on my mind. So practicing mindfulness, another thing is practicing mindfulness is appreciation. So it's like I take a moment for savor little things like a warm cup of coffee, beautiful sunset, like you just being grateful for that particular thing. So when I have like a summer days, like after coming out from like a winter days, I'm so grateful for the sun and the warmth is just coming to my body and the sensation, and it just makes me so happy. And first, like a few weeks, I appreciate that like the summertime it comes in, and and that's it goes about it. Like similar to like if you're buying some nice clothes, appreciate the nice clothes you're having. Like there is so many people like who wouldn't afford like a whatever you're buying or enjoying the food you're having, rather than like just eating without like a conscious thought about the food you actually sell. Like be in there, like appreciate the food you're having, take a moment, as like so many people are not having like a couple of meals a day, like a basic, and you're having such a nice meal, appreciate that. So when you have like a conscious with things you do, like you're gonna be more grateful for whatever you do. So also like expressing gratitude to others, like when you feel like a happy, when you feel like a joy inside you, you're content, try to express it with others, like help them with some way, like give something in return, like give the smile at least to some people. Like you're gonna be so much happier when you give a smile and someone just smile you back, and that feeling is like is priceless. And if you try that, you will find out like what I'm talking about. And if you already do that, you know like what I'm talking about as well. And another way is like dealing with that is like challenging your negative thoughts. So when you find yourself complaining, to try frame like go through like a what positive in your life and focus on those. Like it's really easier to get lost with like all of the negative thoughts comes in, and it spreads out like diseases, right? Like it's like a coronavirus, how it just spreads out to whole body. So every time the negative thoughts comes in, like you go through the process and just practice it, like how you can have your mind to focus on just the positive side of it and go from there. So these are like a tips like I would follow in order to like a gratefulness, and I've been following all my last few 5 to 10 years right now. And the journaling I recently started about 2 years now, and it's like completely changed. It's mindfulness, another thing like started about a year ago. And so you need to find out like what works for you in order to get to like wherever you want to be and find your own happiness and gratefulness for your mind and body. So I hope the video helps. If you like this, please give the thumbs up or subscribe to my channel, and I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.